going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel Runner the Mills. It's your boy Doug
and Noel.
We're back once again. It's brand new content for you guys. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy. Before we get started, please of course like, subscribe, comment, all of the engagement things down below because it helps our channel out, of course, which is, you know how this YouTube algorithm, social media world works. Every little bit counts and helps for us. So if you guys can, do that.
If they can, y'all can. It's free.
Free 99 to support.
It's free. Just click it. It'll take you 3 seconds max. We're trying to buy a house. So listen, if y'all like it.
In Los Angeles, California in 2021.
Yeah, so that's our goal. You guys like it. We're getting closer to our goal. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah. So we got a box in. We know somebody, my cousin actually has her own business, Black owned business, which we love to support, of course. It's called Black Onyx box. So it is a subscription box that features black owned brands that do make different, products, materials, and it's both for men and women. And she sends these boxes out for a sub, monthly, every couple months, whatever it is you choose. And so we got one of the boxes in today, and we wanted to share with you guys what's in the box, what kind of stuff you can look forward to if you buy this product. And we're gonna do a couple things tonight. We're gonna do the drink mix. And then we're going to play, it's a little card game that she put in here too that's dope for couples also as well. So we're going to run through those and show you guys what it's about. And probably have a little fun ourselves on this nice little Saturday evening. So we'll put the link in Instagram in the description if you guys are interested in purchasing those. Again, it's a Black owned business. It's her own business. So any support you guys have or could throw her away would always, of course, be appreciated. So we already went through it. We did an unboxing video, which we already put up on social media. So it's on LinkedIn. So on TikTok and Instagram. So please, go check that out if you like as well. It was actually packaged pretty well. It was actually pretty dope, like going through the unboxing process and taking everything out. It was pretty dope. So she put a lot of thought into it.
So this is the date night box, as it says right here. We'll zoom in so you guys can see this. And it lists out everything in here. So we have the convo and conversation cards that we're going to be doing today. There's a Paradise Milk Chocolate bar, which I love chocolate. So I'm probably, depending on how much you drink, I might get into that chocolate bar. I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
There's a rosé wine. There's cocoa butter, cashmere whipped body soap, which is different because I have a lot of whipped shea butter. I don't have any whipped body soap. So we'll see how that goes. There is cuffing season body oil. So for all you girls out here, cuffing season started, I believe, like 2 weeks ago, and you have no time to waste. So honestly, this body oil might get you where you need to be by February, which is championship. So I'm just saying. And then there is Relax Lotion Bar, which I'm actually really excited for. And it's a relax bar, so I'm assuming there's some stuff in here that will contribute to the relaxation and a great massage. So I'm excited to try that.
The brand of this is Health Made Los Angeles. And it's the Relax Massage Oils with sweet orange, ginger, and ylang ylang.
What?
Ylang ylang.
You said it right.
Yeah, I don't know what the that is, but ylang ylang. Low-key and chilled out lotion bar. For nourishing and soothing dry skin, massage the bar directly on dry skin. Allow your body to heat and melt the lotion. The ingredients are argan oil, avocado butter, candelilla wax, essential oil blend of sweet orange ginger and ylang ylang, and vanilla fragrance oil.
It smells really good too. So yeah, I'm excited for that. So we're going to make this drink real quick. Listen, it's a margarita mix. So I'm really excited about this cocktail kit. So we're going to make that really quick. And then we're going to do these controversial conversation cards. That should be fun.
Should be. But to give you an idea of everything else that's in here as well.
Oh, I forgot about that.
There is a drink mix. It's called Drink Because You Want To, Not Because You Have To. If you feel like you have to drink, Poolside Rosé is 14% alcohol.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
that can?
Yeah, it's low-key strong. But it's a small can, so they probably made it more concentrated. This is actually bottled in the Santa Monica Mountains in California. So, yeah. So this is a local, of course, Black-owned brand. Also, Elix. It's E-L-I-Q-S. Elix. Like elixir? Elix. We're going to look that up because we should probably know the name of that, but it's Elix. And the website is eliqs.com, elix.com. So check that out. We'll let you guys know how that tastes in a little bit. We also have a whipped soap that Noel talked about earlier. The brand is actually Elevation Lifestyle Skin. So check them out on Instagram. I'm sure they are on Instagram, TikTok, all of the places. Whipped soap made in Maryland. Cruelty-free, all natural. I don't think it's vegan, but it is
I'm just
all
trying to see
natural
if
and
you can
cruelty
eat
free.
it. It would say edible if you can eat it. I don't even know why.
Why?
I don't know.
Why does she want to eat it?
Know. It's because
For external use only, so no, you can't eat it.
Got it. Cool.
That's a damn shame that they got to put that on the label for people like y'all. So actually, their Instagram is elevation.lifestyle on Instagram. So check them out.
Like I said, we'll get into this later.
The Paradise Milk Chocolate Bar. This is infused.
No.
I thought she was saying it's infused earlier, but it's actually 47% cocoa, which is nice. What's the brand name on here?
Ascania.
Oh.
All right, so the chocolate's by Ascania. I like that name.
Can't lie, that sounds fancy.
Boy, does it.
Yeah.
It sounds black.
Check that out. It's 42% cocoa. So.
And then this is the handmade, all natural, cuff-in seasoned body oil, also by Elevation Lifestyle. That's what I'm saying. Like, did I already talk about the cuffing season?
If you're trying to get you some butt, you feel me, this cuffing season, go ahead and rub some of that on somebody special, you feel me, and you're going to be all right. You know what I mean?
But don't do too much, because that probably won't get you.
Get you some before class.
Okay, so yeah, there's two little tea light candles, which is
There's some tea light candles to set the mood. That's what it's
Mm-hmm.
for. There's also a little chocolate in here. You know, chocolate is a natural aphrodisiac, you know. So for your date night, if you want to get, you know, some juices for them, chocolate.
Okay. And then this is cute too. I like, it says you make me want to do freaky things. Which, this is really classy if you think about it. So this is more so for somebody who's already in a relationship. Because that would be really weird if we had just started talking.
I mean, you don't got to break the card out and give it to them.
That would be really aggressive if you brought me this box that says, with two naked black folks, that says you make me want to do freaky things.
I think it's fine. I think the other person would appreciate the gesture.
Fair enough, and it would probably get you.
And they probably want to do some freaky things to you.
It
also,
would probably get you to where you want to go.
So yeah, check out Black Onyx Box on Instagram, TikTok, all of the things, and get yourself a box, man. Because it's about that time, you know. Winter is coming up, man. Y'all gonna be in a house, you know. We're gonna be stuck in there. Ain't nobody gonna be going out like that, and you're gonna be lonely, man. So get yourself one of these boxes. I'm saying. All right. Anyways, we're gonna try some of these out. We're gonna do the drink mix, show you guys what that's all about, and then we'll play the card game as well a little bit later and see what that's talking about too. So we'll be back. How is it?
It literally just tastes like tequila.
All right, y'all. So we just finished up with the drink making portion. So we put up the B-roll so that you guys can see the whole process and what goes into that. And what do you think about the drink?
It was really strong.
It was. I tasted it. It was almost like straight mezcal.
Yeah.
So the little like flavor thing that they put in there, it has like a minty almost kind of like flavor. So it doesn't like mask the alcohol well. If that makes sense.
Which is fine. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, if you're really trying to get litty, like that's gonna be it.
Right, and I'm not. So I added in some lemonade,
A little juice,
and a little lime juice, or else I'm not gonna make it through the evening.
Yeah, facts. So that was that. So hopefully, you know, if that's up you guys' alley, check that out. Now we're gonna get into the card game that comes in the box. It's called Convo and Chill. It is 99 controversial conversation cards. It's made by Cherry Street Ventures in Ontario. So that's the brand. You guys check it out if you would like to, because I know I've never heard of this one before. So it's always nice to hear something new, especially when it's something that some Black folks came up with. So
It is. I really like the packaging too.
it is. It's actually like packaged really well.
Yep.
All right, so here is the instructions because we've never played before, so we're gonna see what it's talking about. There are 2 different ways you can play. Method 1 is the preferred method. So each player is dealt 3 cards. Each player looks and decides on one of their cards for a group discussion. Each player places the 2 cards that are not chosen back in the deck. So one player starts by asking their question for open discussion. Of course, this can be played with a group full of people. It's just us 2 for right now.
I was going to say really quick. Yeah.
It's for 18 and up also.
So yes, this game is ages 18 and up. There's 99 cards total. The time is 60 to 90 minutes, which is, I think that's perfect. Anything over 90 minutes, I'm tired.
Yeah, facts.
And you can play with 2 to 10 plus players, so you just can't play by yourself.
This is definitely made for like a group, like a party, birthday, something where you get together with your friends.
I guess
Probably not your family.
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends on how controversial we get. If this is political.
It's probably not political, but it's probably like sexual and all of the normal stuff. Each question can be discussed for up to 10 minutes and anyone can answer. After each player's card has been discussed, then you play another round. So you would go through everybody's card and discuss each person's card for up to 10 minutes, depending on how long the conversation goes. Yeah, then you play another round after everybody goes. That was method 1. So method 2 is you select the host to choose a question from the deck. The host reads the question out loud for open discussion and anybody can answer, and that question can be answered or discussed for up to 10 minutes. And then after that card has been discussed, they play another round, play another card.
So this is like a conversation.
It's not a win. You don't win.
It's like a conversation starter, more so than like a competitive game.
Yeah, conversation starter, get to know folks. Sometimes you get together with friends or people from college, whatever, and you don't know their friends. So I think it's like one of those things where you kind of get to know the people that you are chilling with. So
like this is like an icebreaker.
Yeah. But anyways, let's see. So you get dealt 3 cards each. To liability statements, and they're not liable for whatever may come out of this here discussion in this game.
So if we get if we decide to get separated after this, they say don't call us.
Yeah, facts. 1
or somebody gets killed over this.
That's probably a good. I feel good about this game now after that. So we get 3 each.
That's how you know a Black person made this too.
Yeah, you know what it is. All right, so pick your 3 cards up. We'll put the deck here.
Families be splitting up.
So you just pick one out of those 3 cards, and then the other 2 we just put them back in the deck at the bottom. Yeah, I can see.
I kind of want all these are really good questions.
Yeah, they have actually like just these first 3 that I saw right here. They're some really good like questions for conversation. Okay, so pick your card.
These are really good questions. Ooh, but honestly, one of these I feel like it could actually that could lead to a divorce potentially. So.
All right, so we both picked our cards. So Noelle, you can go ahead and go first.
Mine is gonna make us sad, but I think our answers are both the same. Which celebrity's death affected you the most? And that's easy.
Kobe.
Kobe for sure.
Yeah, that was rough, man. Kobe passing was just, especially as like a young Black man from LA, like just the connection. And I guess you don't even realize it until somebody like that passes, but just like how big a part of your life that person was.
I feel like it was really hard too, because like Whitney Houston died, and that was a big deal, and Michael Jackson died, and Prince died, and Nipsey Hussle died. But I feel like all of those people, it was like, not to say they did something, but like...
No, Kobe's was more...
They were all
tragic,
and it was like out of nowhere. And I feel like a lot of us are raised to be like, oh, if you live your life like a certain way, and you check everything off.
You're a good person, you do everything great.
You're successful, and you're a good father, and you turn you provide for your family, all that stuff. Like, you'll be good. And again, like for Kobe, this is he's a global superstar, like so many people's like heroes.
Yeah. The same thing with Nip too, like him getting shot like in front of his store. They were all tragic, but there's a certain like level of
I think before Kobe, then I probably would have said Nipsey, because that was also like it hit home for somebody who was trying to do right by everybody in his own neighborhood, who was on the up and up, who was actually like trying to change things for the circumstances that he came from.
Yeah, both tragic. All right, so my question, just at the bottom. The other 2 questions I actually had were also really good. There was one, of course, sexual one, but it was still a good question. But the one I picked is a little more normal, I guess. All right, so my question is, whose opinion weighs more to you when deciding who you want to be with in a long-term relationship, your parents or your friends? So when you're in the process of like, I don't know, you're dating somebody, you're deciding, do I want to be with this person long-term and actually invest? Like, whose opinion on that matters more, your parents or your friends?
I think...
I would guess like your friends.
Really? For me?
Yeah.
Nah, and listen, my answer is completely petty. No offense to my friends. I love you guys. But I think I would say my mom's opinion, it means more to me. And that's solely just based on the fact that I've seen my friends in relationships that also weren't perfect. So I think if they had something to say, I'd be like, y'all can't talk.
Like everybody's parents also have been in relationships at some point.
Oh no, absolutely. Like
perfect,
my parents aren't even together. So like, yes, but I just value my mom's opinion when it comes to dating a lot more, because I also feel like for the most part, my mom likes everybody. So if my mom doesn't like you, then that would be like probably more.
But what if it's somebody that she shouldn't like, that she does because she likes mostly everybody?
That's very possible too. But
except for like the worst of the worst, you feel me?
Yeah, and I do feel like that's it. But I also feel like my friends, and I'm the same way for my friends' significant others. Like we're just very protective of each other because we've also known each other. My like close friends have known each other for a really long time. So I also feel like we're just harder critics. So for the most part, we might not like you from the jump anyway, you see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, if y'all didn't like
I didn't have no problem with your friends.
No, you didn't. Cool. But I'm just saying, like, if they didn't like you, I wouldn't be like, it depends on how much they didn't like you.
I think girls are a little different too. It's like, if you really like a dude, y'all don't be caring what nobody think, really. Like,
no, that's the other thing.
Everybody will be telling y'all you trash.
Yeah, I do feel like women are very different because, like,
y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, regardless. For dudes, though, for me, I know I feel like my friends.
Like, I feel like it's different with men almost, because I almost feel like with men, I'm not saying this is your mom, but I do feel like there's a dynamic sometimes between sons and moms where it's almost like nobody is good enough for my son. And I feel like with moms and daughters, like your mom wants you to get married, and I'm not saying that this is okay. There's definitely a double standard, but I feel like moms and like
depending on like what your mom's values and
but for the most part, like they're encouraging you to get married and whatnot. And then like mothers and sons are typically very like protective of their son, and then it's kind of flipped with friends. It's like friends are very protective. Girlfriends are very protective of their girlfriends.
Yeah. I think I've always just looked at my friends more so because like my dad really could care less, to be honest. My dad is like the most chill dude on the planet. So he just like, yeah, like everybody. It's cool. My mom wants the best for me. And I know that sometimes that may make things a little difficult. Yeah. So I think like I do value my mom's opinion a lot. Just in general in life, but at the same time, I look at that opinion, especially when it came to like dating and stuff before. I look at that through that lens of like, okay, you're not necessarily like impartial per se. You're probably more predisposed to dislike. Most black moms are. I feel like you're more predisposed to disliking your son's significant other than.
Yeah. Because in the past, like historically, your mom is probably more inclined to dislike somebody and then like them. And your friends are probably more inclined to just like them, like whatever.
Male friends are pretty easy to please. So that's why I also like, if my male friends did have something bad to say, I guess it's the same way you look at it like your mom. If my male friends did have something bad to, or just my friends in general, if they had something bad to say about somebody, then it would be like, all right, that's a red flag, because men are really easy to please. Like if you relatively chill, we don't have no issues, there's no reason for me to dislike you. So if I'm catching a vibe that like, I don't know, bro, like she might not be for you, then like, all right, I might actually have to listen to that. Yeah. So I think my friends I would probably listen to first. Or more so. All right, next three. Oh.
These are really like deep. These aren't like funny.
I think some of them can be. These are deeper questions than I actually thought, to be honest.
This is interesting. Okay, I think I want to do this one. If you could invite 3 people to dinner, who would they be? We already know my number 1. Easy peasy.
Jesus. Michelle Obama.
Duh.
Beyonce.
No. I'm not. No. Mm-mm. Just think of my number 2 because I haven't come to my number 3 yet. No. Number 2 is not Barack. If I got Michelle, that's all I need. There's one person that I've said I would really enjoy meeting.
Black Onyx?
No.
Tim's?
No. Wiz Khalifa. I would really enjoy a dinner with Michelle Obama and Wiz Khalifa.
And J. Cole. Like, you're J. Cole's biggest fan.
No. Michelle Obama, Wiz Khalifa brings the fun, of course. But J. Cole and Michelle Obama together would just snooze.
So who would be your number 3? Sorry, baby.
That could be interesting. If this is not dead or alive, I'm just gonna assume we could do whatever. I can't lie. I also my goal after this dinner is
to walk away a different woman.
Nah, I want you to invest in me essentially. So like, at the end of the day, let's chit chat. I don't know what you can invest in me for per se, but that's the goal of the dinner. Let's all sit around. I want to feel comfortable enough to be myself. I feel like Wiz Khalifa would allow me to do so, along with Michelle Obama. But then I feel like I need somebody that has some money. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
She giving out money.
Yeah, I'm going with her. Because honestly,
she's throwing money to the streets.
Listen, I'm going with Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. I'm telling her, look, I love philanthropy. If you need me to start my own nonprofit, I can. Otherwise, I can just be on your team, do whatever you need me to do. I think I'll go with that.
So that's that question. My question is...
Oh, I forgot your question. Sorry, go ahead.
Fill in the blank. Men need to do better at blank.
Ooh. Does it say how many?
I feel like this is a good question to ask in a group because it's interesting to see how much women hate men.
What? So just because we have a suggestion for you, now we hate you? That's crazy.
Come on.
Listen,
all my men out there, all my fellas,
crazy.
like y'all know.
That's really crazy.
Y'all see, look how she reacted. That's a look.
Because the problem is
see? You can't ask it. As soon as you ask the question,
right
as soon as you open the door, see?
Y'all don't want to hear nothing about yourselves.
Y'all tell us about ourselves all the time.
Do we?
Yeah, y'all can't wait. Y'all can't wait till the door open when y'all can tell niggas about themselves. Yeah. Y'all know. Y'all see it. Anyways, men can do better at what?
I was gonna say vulnerability, but now I feel like listening. I feel like listening is top of the list.
All men or just me?
We said all men.
Vulnerability though. All right, explain that. So vulnerability.
Yes, I think all men can be better at vulnerability, and I hope that we're moving away from. It makes me really sad to think that like women have the space to like, if I'm having a bad day, I can cry it out and I feel much better. It might not even be something major. Like nobody has died. Maybe I just had a rough day, or maybe I just woke up and I'm feeling sad. I can cry. And it makes me sad that men don't have that space to do that. I feel like we're starting to slowly move away from that, and not even crying.
I was gonna say, I don't think
not even crying. Not just that, but I do think that women, I feel like our go-to sometimes, our default emotion is sadness, and I feel like men's default emotion sometimes is anger. And sometimes women might be mad and we cry, but that's because we can. And men, I feel like even if men are sad, sometimes it shows itself as anger. And I feel like if men had the space to be sad and like...
Sadness leads to anger.
Yes, I know. But I just feel like a lot of times if a man shows any type of like, dang, I'm having a bad day, dang, I'm depressed, then women are just like, or society can be very much so like, that's not masculine.
No, you had it right.
Society,
there's a lot of women out there
society can say that's not masculine and being a man is like sucking it up and being macho and whatnot. So like, it's perfectly fine for you to be mad. And like, if you go and punch a hole in the wall, that's not that shocking. But if a man cries, it's, oh, like you're gay, you like men. If there was a point, like points in between just being normal and being angry, which there's a lot of emotions in between there, I just feel like men would have a better mental space for themselves, and i.e. women would benefit from that mental space.
I think so. That makes sense. I think that is something that is changing, like you were saying. I do think mental health and processing trauma and just processing emotions is something that men in general are getting better with today. What I will say is like we do have to, because we don't really talk about it sometimes, the reason why I said that when you said women, because number one, that does come from a lot of men, like other men, most people's like father figures or people who were around them, your friends, like at a certain point, yeah, it was a lot of men who told you like, hey, don't cry, suck it up, whatever it is. But there are also a lot of women out there who either like when their man is vulnerable with them and opens up, or if you see a man crying, a lot of women don't know what to do with that. A lot of women tell their men that makes them uncomfortable because they were also raised the same way a lot of times.
It's ingrained in us. Like I feel like masculinity.
I think it is important to talk about that though. It does come from both genders.
It does.
The reinforcement of that. It's not just men reinforcing that upon men.
We need to actually define what masculinity is, and when did we say like men, like when did we say showing emotion? I guess because showing emotion it comes more naturally to women. So therefore, if any man shows anything resembling that of a woman like characteristic, then that takes away from his masculinity. But I feel like we need to change that. Like to me,
I think I don't see anything wrong with defining like masculinity as whatever we define today, like a man's man is. But I guess we just need to get away from the idea that every man needs to be masculine. Like I don't think we need to redefine what masculine is. Or, it's just like we don't. If a man is not masculine, like all right, fine. Like
I just feel like it's not black and white.
It's never black and
white.
So
I just feel like a man can be masculine. I mean, there's a lot of space. Like there's a lot of, you don't have to be all the way over here. There's still room for you to.
Yeah, you can also be like, if you cry one time, that doesn't make you not masculine.
Yeah, it makes you a robot if you just never show emotion. Yeah. But some people like that, I don't know.
Some people is just like, we were talking about that earlier. Some people it's harder. Like me personally, I don't really cry. I will get angry about something. Like I have emotion, but like crying, it takes a lot for me to cry. Like somebody gotta die for me to like cry, essentially, for the most part. Anything else, like and that doesn't mean if you don't cry, it doesn't mean like things don't bother you as much per se. It's just like some women are like that too. Some women don't cry like that. All right, next question.
Wow, this is perfect timing.
All three of mine, again, I'm only picking one, but all three of these were good ass questions again. So
I will say my two, they weren't bad, but I for sure know the answer to at least one of them. Okay, fill in the blank. Women need to do better at.
It's hard to say like one thing, but just one thing off the top of my head. I think one of the things that I think a lot of people would agree with me with is I think women could do a better job of taking accountability.
When you say a lot of people would agree, who are you talking about?
A lot of my men out there, I think y'all would agree that sometimes it can be a little difficult to get women to take accountability for the things that go on.
When you say accountability, what does that mean?
What does accountability mean? Like,
like when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong.
Not necessarily when you're wrong, but it's just like...
Or I admit when I'm wrong.
Something simple like, okay, women in relationships. You're in 10 relationships and they all have the same end result. A lot of times when you tell a woman, hey, these may be the things you're doing wrong that are leading to the same result in all 10 of these relationships, 9 times out of 10, from what I've seen, women cannot hear that. They will tell you what every one of those men did wrong and why I shouldn't have to change anything because I didn't do anything wrong. They did something wrong. And they cannot accept the things that they may have done, regardless of who was more right or wrong, that contributed to their end result.
Okay, fine. I thought we were talking about like if I did something, let's say like
that too. Y'all don't like to apologize either. Like women can't. Hey, you did this wrong. I'm not talking about you, just women in general. From what I've seen, you did this wrong. Good luck getting an apology and getting her to admit that she did something wrong. She'll tell you the 10 things you did wrong first before she tell you I'm sorry and I did wrong.
I don't think I'm that good at saying that I'm wrong at something per se. Mm-hmm. But what I don't do is tell you what you did wrong. Because I acknowledge that like those two things don't have anything to do with each other. I.e., if
they do though.
No.
Because I know I do that. But they
sure,
do though,
but like, so let's say I left the Brita filter, I left the water pitcher in the sink.
This is something that we go through, so this is some real shit.
So when I leave the water pitcher in the sink,
yeah,
fair enough, you're right, I did. Am I going to apologize? No, because I'm a human, it happens. But am I then going to say, well, you left it in the sink last week, so it's fine? No, because right now it's in the sink and the water is warm. So I'm just going to pick it up and put it in the fridge. Will there be an apology? I don't know.
Exactly.
But is it worth
it? So that's a perfect example. Right? Every time I leave the Brita filter in the sink, I gotta hear about it.
What? No,
when you leave the Brita filter in the sink,
the same speech.
Up until recently, I don't say anything. I just put it back in the fridge. Alright, you left the Brita filter out. Who cares? I put it back in the fridge. I gotta wait 10 minutes for some cold water. Oh, but whenever I leave the Brita filter in the sink, I gotta hear about it. And the point is, okay, at a certain point, now when you leave it out, now I gotta tell you something. And now at that point, you should say, alright, I can recognize that I also leave the Brita filter out, so I apologize for getting on your head previously about leaving the Brita filter out.
I don't even say anything to you anymore.
So the Brita filter, that's a good example of, accountability. Just like, men are always expected to be like, nigga, you ain't shit, and this is why. And we're expected to always be like, okay, let me better myself. Let me go to, I don't know.
Therapy?
Yeah, actually. Let me go to therapy and better myself.
That's so crazy to ask.
No, but a lot of women need to go to therapy too. Accountability. What would you say women could do better at?
Recognizing that you're that bitch.
See, you see, like, you know what? Fair enough though. Black women, Y'all are the shit.
I think that a lot of things would be eliminated if women loved themselves more and owned loving themselves more. Obviously, easier said than done. It's a journey, it's a marathon, not a race. But yeah, I think a lot of things would be a lot easier for people.
All right, last question, y'all. Would you wait and stay loyal if your partner got 5 years in prison?
It depends on what he did.
Selling drugs.
What type of drugs?
Weed.
Okay, if it was weed, yes, I'd stick around.
Cocaine.
Cocaine or crack?
Cocaine. I mean, crack is cocaine, but cocaine.
Yes, but
Murder.
no.
If I was out and I had to kill a nigga, like, or he was gonna kill me, like,
I
had to, like, yeah, like he was gonna shoot me. I had
All right, fine. Then yes, I'd stick around.
White collar crime.
What?
Tax evasion or something, or money laundering. There we go, money laundering.
It depends on how raggedy you did it.
What?
Yeah, like, were you like slick about it? Were you?
Clearly not. I'm in jail for 5 years. Was you slick about it? Like, what you mean? That's crazy.
Did I know about it beforehand? So like, I don't know.
If you didn't know about it, if I went to work one day and I called you at 3:30 p.m. like I am in prison and I'm not getting out for 5 years.
Okay. Have you laundered millions of dollars?
Sure.
Or
yeah, if you're going to jail for 5 years, it's probably like hundreds of thousands. Probably.
am I living nice?
Probably. Sure. Not athlete money, maybe rapper money.
If you were able to launder a lot of money that's keeping me living nice, and I'll continue to live nice, then yeah, I'll stay with you. If you were laundering money and we weren't living nice at all, then no, I'm leaving. Because that's crazy.
Anyways, y'all, that about wraps it up. So that shows you guys what was in this Black Onyx box. It's a nice little chill date night box. Some activities for you to do. If I was on a date with somebody and I actually had this box, I feel like this game would actually be really nice or a really good game to play with that person.
Honestly,
to really get to know that person.
I highly recommend if you're just now starting to date somebody,
bust this out.
Just play this, and it's really going to save you a lot of time.
Facts. Yeah, man. So hopefully y'all like that box. Go check them out on Instagram, Black Onyx Box. Again, it is a subscription box. I'm sure that the products are going to change, but they will be Black-owned brands. So if you want to support Black business, of course, small Black business, local Black business, then please do that. Go check them out and get you a box. We enjoyed it. We like what was going on here, and we definitely going to try some of these out and use them later.
Thank you guys for watching. We already asked you to like and subscribe, so if you haven't done it already.
We'll ask you again, though.
Yeah, please do so, because again, we already mentioned it's free. We are trying to buy a home because we're trying to have some children. So,
Next.
Yeah, like, if y'all just could like and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you for watching at the end of the day. Hope you guys are safe, and